Were you always interested then in planes?
In planes?
Mm-hmm.
Well, as a young man, I knew that I could never get a job in the airplane industry, that I could never get a job in the oil industry. And those were off limits, you know, and you couldn't get a job in Teamster work because you couldn't join the Teamster union, you know. So there were areas that you worked around. But after the war, I had a chance to try to go to work for Boeing, which I did, yeah.
What was it like, though, when you were a youngster, thinking that these areas, these fields, were off limits? Did that make you sad?
Well, it's like Teamsters, you know. If you weren't a hired help, then you could drive a truck. But if you were hired by somebody and it's covered by the union, why, then if you couldn't join the union, then they couldn't keep you, you know. So they wouldn't hire you. Mm-hmm.
But how about like aeronautics, which you'd been interested in, but you sort of assumed because you were Japanese American that you wouldn't be hired?
No, it wasn't an assumption, that was a fact. That was a fact. The only way you can get in aeronautics is to go to Japan or something like that, you know.
Was that easy to swallow?
Well, I think it was, you might say it was subdued. Not really swallowed, but subdued, thinking there would be a better time ahead. Be patient and things will happen.